focus that green bit. So off the start.
Don't focus.
Nice. Actually, it looks pretty sleek, eh? I'm opening up the braking system, if you don't mind.
Okay. As you can see, there's a lot more line on that side than on this side. So, I don't know what to do about that. I'm going to unwind it and see if when I wind it back, if it's okay. But, yeah. Okay guys, so this is my current rod, baitcasting rod. The colours don't really match for my new reel, so I'm thinking of maybe spray painting it black, but I'll need to sand it down so this spray paint actually grips. So this is what I have to go with now. I'm thinking of getting a Daiwa Arid X baitcasting rod because that pretty much has the same color scheme, and it's also a great budget rod. So yeah. So this is the Shimano Caius 150. It's a great reel for the price. I picked it up for $109, and that's in Australian money, so the US conversion will be on the screen now. So, like, for me to get it at that price point, and it's just a really great reel. It comes in a 6:3:1 gear ratio, doesn't come in any other gear ratios, and although it does have a left and right hand retrieve, in Australia, I could only find a right-hand retrieve, so I had to get used to that since I'm usually a left-hand retrieve person. For the brakes, it doesn't have the magnetic external brakes. It has internal brakes, and although they might be a bit hard to get to, you have to kind of hold onto the spool because the spool does want to come out with it. That's with most Shimano reels like the Caius and the Canon. Ronnie mentions that in his Shimano Canon review, but you have to hold onto the spool like that and just pull it off like that, and here you have your brakes. I'll have some B-roll of this, but if you switch them, they turn on, and what happens is it's a centrifugal braking system, so when you wind or when you cast, the brakes swing out and they rub, causing friction, and it's really effective. So, like, It's more effective than magnetic braking system. The only problem is that you do eventually have to replace the braking pads. And it overall just has a really great design. Little things like how this thumb release button here, it has kind of this triangular design. It just fits on really nicely to your thumb, and it's really ergonomic. It's super smooth. Even though the Shimano Caius has one more bearing, it's still super smooth, and it really makes no difference. Well, it doesn't make no difference. It makes close to no difference. It's got your spool tension knob here. And you've got your star drag here. The dragging system, although it might not be too heavy, it's rated to 5 kilograms after the pound conversion on the screen now too. It has this really satisfying click to it, and it has kind of this angular design that, I don't know, just like the design of this is absolutely amazing, and the color scheme too. Even though the Shimano Caius, which is Ronnie's reel, is $10 more expensive, I would choose this reel over that simply because just the matte black and the gold looks better, in my opinion, looks better than the sparkling effects in the red. Even though I like black and red, I don't know, just like, I think that this looks a lot better. The handles aren't the most grippy, and the handles isn't too big, but that kind of fits with the theme because this reel is like really tiny. It's fitting in my hand right now. Like, it's ridiculous how small it is. It's made of graphite, so if you treat your reels kind of like when you throw them around, it may not be the most durable material, but it is quite light. And the anti-reverse on this is amazing too. It's got, I don't know if it's technically infinite anti-reverse, but it feels like it's infinite, because I'm twisting it now, and like, if I try and go back, just like, it doesn't go back at all. So, not only is that really good for if you're striking your fish, but also, it's better for your gears, because if you strike and it goes and clonks back really fast, eventually over time it can really ruin your gears. So yeah, just overall great reel, great design, great features for the price, and yeah, I'll have a full review of this reel coming out hopefully in a month once I've used it, and for any other spec information, I'll have that come up on screen now. I want to come and change your life.